So I have this video idea stewing in my head. Why mornings are the worst. So stay tuned for that. As most of you watching might already know, I recently relocated to Los Angeles about 4 or 5 weeks ago for internship and job stuff that I got out here in the entertainment industry, and you know, it's been going pretty well so far. Just trying to make a good impression on as many people as I can, make contacts, you know the drill. And whenever I bring up with someone around here that, you know, I'm new to LA, I've only been here for so long, they like to ask, do I like it? Do I like the transition to LA? And of course, people back home all want to know what my favorite things in LA are. So let's do a quick rundown. First off, one of the most obvious differences is the weather. So I knew to expect that it would be nice and hot all the time. I had forgotten, having become acclimated to Indiana weather, that I tend to prefer the cold instead of the hot, which I didn't think of before going here. Although I can already tell I'm gonna miss snow around here. I always like snow. And now that I've had to start driving out here on freeways and things like that, things that I never really had a chance to do back home, it's definitely an interesting experience. Traffic can always be annoying. People tend to be a little crazier and riskier out here on these roads, but honestly, I think it's fun driving out here. I don't even mind that much when traffic backs up on a freeway or anything. You know, the fact that I'm driving at all in LA amongst all these other speedy cars that are, you know, so focused on work and doing some of the same things that I'm doing out here. If you get in the right mindset, it's just like one big thrill ride. And I'm a fan of roller coasters, so I guess that works for me. I found some pretty good food places around where I live and where I work. There's definitely a trend of everything being just a little more expensive than what I'm used to. I actually managed to find a Jimmy John's, the lifeblood of my college years. And you know, they packed on a few cents to their sandwiches than Indiana prices. But hey, the food I found gets the job done. And finally, the people here. Everyone I've encountered for the most part, whether they're above me as bosses or just other interns or just people I meet through, you know, Lyft rides or things like that, everyone's pretty nice. There's a certain stigma that there's a soulless vibe to this city, that everyone's really just focused on work outside of you know, making connections or I guess being nice to people. But I found that there exists some bosses and managers that still have their souls in them, that will go ahead and help you out if you're new to the whole industry, and let you know stories that they've gone through, their paths, and try and point you in the right direction of how you can make it. Because everyone out here started at the bottom at one point. So there are those kind individuals that realize that and are willing to make the transition a little easier for those of us who are new to the bottom. No one really shuts away trying to help anyone else out here unless you're, you know, a jerk to them. And I would never be a jerk to anyone. I'm just too nice for that. Oh, my throat got caught on the sappiness. I'm not gonna lie, there's still some things I need to get acclimated to. I just need to get into the workflow, keep at it, make good impressions, get a full-time job eventually that pays well, can keep me out here, because I really like living here from what I've seen so far. And if there's one big thing that I'm glad I've gotten out of it, it's that I haven't died yet. That's a plus. Important things that I've learned to do while here in LA. How to do laundry properly, how to drive on a freeway, what coolant in a car does, how to write a cashier's check. It's interesting how becoming an adult can feel so empowering, yet so darn terrifying at the same time.